Hello, welcome to week 6. You know the drill. I'm going to go through the overview for this week's module. The recap from week 5 is a congratulations to group 2 for presenting a very thorough presentation of our transformative learning chapter. You presented not only solid instructional design, but also covered the content in engaging ways. The intro video was engaging, as well as Dina's journey. So really appreciate your effort on that presentation, as well as everyone else, the rest of the class, your participation in the discussion and really being thoughtful in your responses to the group 2 focus questions. So all around, just nice work there, everyone. A reminder, if you haven't posted a response to the group 2 focus questions, that's due tonight by just before midnight, and everyone already met the original post deadline from last Thursday. Research paper outlines were graded. I gave everyone feedback directly in the rubric, as well as used track changes and comments in the document. So I've been in touch with many of you, but if some of you still haven't touched base with me and you have questions about some of my comments or suggestions, please reach out while you're in the writing process. And I did post an announcement that if you would like to resubmit your outline for a higher grade, then you can do that by Monday, by tonight. Our learning objectives are focused around a combination of topics of what we'll be covering in Chapter 10, which is our adult learning in the digital age, as well as our critical thinking chapter, Chapter 11. So those are our 2 readings. There's no focus question this week because you'll see that some of that is kind of taken care of in our discussion board assignment for the week. But I do have, as always, some reflection questions which are optional. I know that looked long. That's why I clicked right past it. I wanted to also include in this overview for your as you're downloading and taking a look at this on your own, I did add a few slides that just pull out the highlights of Chapter 11, and it's probably not even fully comprehensive. It's a pretty dense chapter, so I just wanted to create these slides so you're not feeling completely overwhelmed, like you've got to remember absolutely everything that's in the chapter. Again, I think you're going to see some of the takeaways that I hope you have from reading Chapter 11 is that you're really seeing connections between some of the previous learning theories, particularly andragogy, self-directed learning, transformative learning, and the critical thinking theories and how that applies to adult learners. So there's some prompts in the reflection questions, I believe, as well as in the discussion board assignment for this week. Oops. So the Module 6 assignments are a student's choice on the discussion board. So you'll post your original response by this Friday, July 5th, and a peer response by Monday, July 8th. So the date, I know we keep kind of switching it around a bit, but because of the holiday, I do hope that you take time away from school to enjoy the holiday. And so the assignment is going to be due on Friday. Of course, if you want to submit it before, then you can. And student's choice, you'll see when you go into the module that I've provided 3 options and a 4th is you do whatever you want to do. So you don't have to use any of my 3 prompts, but they're there in case you're just kind of not sure where you want to go because you're mostly focused on finishing up your paper. You also have the option not only in the topic that you cover, but in the way that you present it. So you can produce something interactive, something web-based, something e-learning. You can make a PowerPoint, or you can just put your response together, your initial post together, just text based in the discussion board. There won't be any deduction of points if you choose that option as opposed to making something more interactive. So, totally your choice. Your research paper draft is due on Monday, July 8th. Reach out to me this week or next weekend if you're struggling, need some help, need some guidance. But really, please remember this is a draft. You will make edits. You will change some things around between the 8th and the last week of the class. So give yourself a little grace and do your best and submit that, and then, recalibrate based on feedback. And we're also doing a peer review component with the draft paper. So make sure you get signed up with a peer review partner with an odd number. I am looking for a volunteer to read 2 papers. Okay, email me if you think you can do that. I appreciate that. Okay. And then, as always, I have additional resources. The ones that aren't hyperlinked in this slide deck are linked inside of the Module 6 resources page that's in the Week 6 folder, as well as in the additional resources chapter in the Module 6 book. Okay, have a great week, everyone.